Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news. Alright, Browns fans, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into a story that could shake the AFC North and really change the landscape of the NFL in the coming months. We're talking about a potential new addition to the Cleveland Browns roster, someone with a history of explosive playmaking, a guy who's known for his ability to break off big runs and find the end zone with ease. But as always, it's not just about the talent. There's a lot of drama, controversy, and uncertainty surrounding this story. And the implications for Cleveland? Well, they could be huge. So let's unpack everything, from the latest updates on this running back, his past, the current situation with the Browns, and what it could mean for the team's future. You see, the Browns, like many teams, are always looking to bolster their roster, especially at the running back position. It's no secret that Cleveland has a history of having a solid ground game, but they've also faced challenges in maintaining consistency at that position, especially with injuries and off-the-field issues. That's why the potential signing of a former Green Bay Packers running back, someone who's already shown he can be a game-changer, is catching a lot of attention. This player, a guy who's been known to rack up 17 touchdowns in a single season and has a reputation for his power and agility, could be exactly what Cleveland needs to add some punch to their offense. Now, the story gets even more interesting when you look at the current off-the-field situation involving the Browns' rookie running back, Quinshon Judkins. For those of you who might not be fully up to date, Judkins, a promising young talent out of Ohio State, was taken in the second round of the 2025 NFL Draft, 36th overall. Fans were excited about his potential, especially considering his impressive college career and his ability to catch passes out of the backfield. But just last Saturday, everything took a sudden turn. Judkins was arrested in Florida on charges related to domestic violence and battery. It's a serious situation, and while he was quickly released on a $500 bond, the NFL and the Browns are now in a difficult spot. This arrest has thrown a wrench into the team's plans at the running back position. The Browns were counting on Judkins to develop and contribute this season, but now, with this legal cloud hanging over him, his future with the team, and possibly in the league, is very uncertain. It's a reminder of just how unpredictable NFL roster moves can be, especially with young players who are still trying to find their footing in the league. But what does this mean for Cleveland? Well, it opens up the door for the Browns to explore other options, especially with a player who has already proven he can be a difference maker. So, in light of this, the Browns are reportedly exploring the possibility of signing Jamaal Williams, a free agent who's been making waves in recent years. Williams, who's 27 and played 4 seasons with the Green Bay Packers, is a name that's been floated around as a potential buffer or backup option. He's a guy who's had a couple of really productive seasons, especially in 2022 when he rushed for over 1,000 yards and scored 17 touchdowns for the Lions. That season really put him on the map as one of the league's most reliable power runners, especially in short yardage situations and goal line scenarios. But here's the interesting part. Williams' recent seasons haven't been as explosive. After his stint with the Lions, he moved to the New Orleans Saints, but his production dipped significantly. Over the last 2 seasons, he's only managed around 470 rushing yards and just 2 touchdowns. That might seem underwhelming at first glance, but remember, Williams is still only 27, and he's got a lot of football left in him. Sometimes a change of environment, a different system, or even a new team culture can spark a renaissance. And Cleveland, with its strong offensive line and creative coaching staff, could be just the place for him to rediscover his best form. Williams played 4 seasons with the Green Bay Packers before heading to New Orleans, and during his time in Green Bay, he showed flashes of the power and agility that made him a fan favorite. His running style is tough, physical, and relentless, which fits perfectly into the Browns' identity. Plus, he's familiar with the AFC North style of play, having faced division rivals multiple times. That kind of experience can be invaluable, especially in high-stakes games late in the season when every yard counts. Now, it's worth noting that the Browns are not just looking for a stopgap, they're aiming to add someone who can make an immediate impact. With the departure of players like Kareem Hunt in recent years and the uncertainty around some of their younger backs, bringing in a seasoned veteran like Jamaal Williams could provide both leadership and production. And let's not forget, Cleveland's offensive line has been steadily improving, and having a reliable running back behind them is crucial for balancing the attack and keeping defenses honest. But of course, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. The Browns are still in the process of evaluating their options, and there's always the possibility they might look elsewhere, maybe even draft another running back or sign a different free agent. Still, the connection between Williams and Cleveland makes a lot of sense. His skill set complements what the Browns need, and his experience in the league gives him an edge over some of the younger, less proven players. Switching gears a bit, let's also take a moment to talk about the current state of the Browns as a team. Cleveland, historically, has been a franchise that struggled to find consistency but has shown flashes of brilliance. Under head coach Kevin Stefanski, the team has been on an upward trajectory, especially with their improved defense and the development of their young quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Watson's comeback season last year was promising, and if he can stay healthy and continue to perform at a high level, that elevates the entire offense. The Browns' offensive line has been a pleasant surprise, offering solid protection and opening running lanes for their backs. That, combined with a potentially revamped running game, could make Cleveland a nightmare for defenses in 2024. And adding a player like Jamaal Williams could be the finishing touch that turns their ground game into one of the league's most feared units. It's about building a balanced attack, something the Browns have been striving for, and bringing in that extra punch at running back might just be what they need to push over the edge. Now, let's talk a little about the AFC North as a whole, because this division has become one of the most competitive and unpredictable in recent years. The Cincinnati Bengals continue to be a powerhouse with Joe Burrow and their explosive offense, while the Baltimore Ravens are always a threat with their dual-threat quarterback Lamar Jackson and a stout defense. Pittsburgh, under Mike Tomlin, remains tough and resilient, always capable of pulling off surprises. Cleveland's success in this landscape depends heavily on how well they can capitalize on their strengths and address their weaknesses. If they manage to sign someone like Jamaal Williams, it could give them that extra edge, someone who can grind out tough yards, extend drives, and provide a dependable option in critical moments. And for Browns fans, this is what excites us the most. The possibility of a new player stepping in and making an immediate impact, especially one with a proven track record, brings hope. It's about building a team that's not just competitive but also capable of making deep playoff runs, and who knows, finally ending that long Super Bowl drought. Cleveland has been knocking on the door for years, and with each offseason, fans feel that this could be the year everything clicks. The addition of a player like Jamaal Williams could be the missing piece that pushes the Browns past the division rivals and into serious championship contention. But of course, we also have to stay grounded. The NFL is unpredictable, and off-the-field issues like the one involving Judkins remind us that everything is interconnected. The Browns have to navigate these waters carefully, ensuring that they prioritize team culture, discipline, and accountability. It's not just about talent, it's about building a cohesive team that can handle the pressures of a playoff push. That's why the front office's decision-making process right now is so critical. They need to weigh the risks and rewards, especially when signing a player with legal issues hanging over him. In the end, Browns fans, what we're witnessing right now is a team at a crossroads. The offseason is always full of drama, surprises, and bold moves, and Cleveland is no different. Whether they end up signing Jamaal Williams, exploring other options, or sticking with their current roster, one thing is for sure: the team is aiming higher than ever. The desire to return to the playoffs, make a deep run, and bring a Super Bowl title back to Cleveland is alive and well. And with the right moves, that dream could become a reality sooner than we think. So, keep your eyes peeled, Browns fans. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory. The potential signing of a proven goal line back, combined with the development of their young talent and the strategic moves in free agency, could set the stage for a truly historic season. Cleveland has always been a city of resilience, passion, and hope, and this year might be the year everything aligns. We're just getting started, and I promise to keep you updated every step of the way. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So fans, what do you think? Is Jamaal Williams the piece that Cleveland needs to finally take that next step? Or do you believe the team should look elsewhere in free agency or the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. I'd love to hear your predictions, your hopes, and your concerns. This team has a rich history, filled with heartbreaks and triumphs, and it's always exciting to see what the future holds. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, more insights, and all the latest news on Cleveland Browns. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's keep supporting our team through thick and thin. And that's it for today's deep dive, Browns fans. Thanks for sticking with me through this long, detailed analysis. Make sure to share this video with your fellow fans, subscribe if you haven't yet, and keep that Browns passion alive. Because whether it's on the field or off, Cleveland is always fighting, always dreaming, and always ready to make history. Until next time, this is your NFL News Guy signing off. Stay safe, stay loud, and go Browns.